have a genetic requirement for love, companionship, and positivity. Without them, you are deficient. And as with all the other pillars of health, you can become deficient in positivity. When you do that, those negative thoughts and feelings, they can feed on themselves and create a real toxic loop and environment. So we have to fight that negative all the time. Understand that it is stress is your enemy, and we are living in one of the most stressful environments humans have ever encountered. I mean, we live in a zoo. We are wild animals living in captivity, and we experience that existence just as stressfully as the zoo animals do. So let's talk about your nervous system and how that responds to stress. I'm talking about fight or flight versus rest and digest. Most things that you encounter throughout the day will ultimately increase your stress levels on a physiologic level. That's just how the world is built. This means increased cortisol, epinephrine, adrenaline. Those are your stress hormones. It means sharpened senses, dulled decision-making, digestion and immune function shut down. Survival physiology becomes the priority at the expense of all other functions, and your health goes away. Now, there are methods to take us out of fight or flight, which is sympathetic nervous system, and into rest and digest, which is parasympathetic nervous system. And activating your vagus nerve is a great way to do it. Lots of ways. Here's a list. Try them all. Gargling, humming and singing, cold exposure, touch from loved ones, hugging and kissing for 10 seconds to get that oxytocin release, sex, laughing, gratitude. All of these stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps shift our energy away from being stressed. But those aren't the best way. I maintain that meditation and breath work are. They're probably the most direct ways to work on mindfulness, de-stress, and protect your body from future stresses. Now, meditation is largely a mental strategy of disconnecting from the attachment of our thoughts in order to maintain a strong connection with this present moment. This gives us remarkable calmness and physiologic dampening in the moment, and that seems to persist for quite a while after we stop. It also helps us prevent us from going so far into the stress mode that the next time we encounter a stressor in our environment, it's dampened even then. So remember, we're living in one of the most stressful environments humans have ever known, so we need the most help that we can get. Here's how you start, folks. I want you to get comfortable, find a seated position, set a timer for 5 minutes. Don't expect to be good at this at first, and don't beat yourself up for screwing it up, because you're going to. I just want you to release the thoughts that come into your head. Continuously bring yourself back to this present moment. You will fail a lot. That's fine. It is the mind's nature to think thoughts. Don't be mad at it for doing its thing. Just don't attach yourself to those thoughts. Let them float away as simply as they floated in. Don't hold on. Don't push and force and stress. This is all about letting go. Let go and drift in this sea of present moments. And when you lose it, which you will, recenter your intention, let it all go, and become present again, and again, and again, until your timer goes off. And now you're meditating. That's it. No big secret. Now, breath work seeks the same benefits, but by focusing the process on breathing itself, which is in and of itself very grounded in the present moment. Navy SEALs practice this box breathing every day to prepare themselves for the most stressful environments imaginable. So you're going to be the same starting point. Get quiet, comfortable sitting or lying position. You're going to breathe in for 5 counts, hold it for 5 counts, breathe out for 5 counts, and hold it for 5 counts. Now, choosing how long the sides of the box are, that's all for you. It doesn't matter if it's 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, doesn't matter. Just start with whatever works. Start with 5 minutes a day. Go from there and see what works for you. Personally, I find that breath work to be a more direct approach for my own practice. There's a lot of different ways you can change it up. The breathing patterns, the inhaling, the exhaling, the holding the breath in or out, and they all give you different results. So basically, there are many ways of deactivating your stress physiology in order to be present and restful, and I hope that you're incorporating as many of them as possible. But I find that meditation and breath work to be the most effective and direct way that I can turn off my stress response and get recentered. Without those, my mental focus is garbage, and I know that my physiology is not supporting optimal health. So I practice it every day, just like the Navy SEALs. And if this is something that you don't have, then I encourage you to start right now with a 5-minute session. Just try it, folks, and see the difference in how you think and you feel. Next video up is a tough one, and that is how to start eliminating toxicity from your environment.